us of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says to feel hurt by what others do or think or say is always a sign of weakness and proof that the whole being is not exclusively turned towards the divine, not under the divine influence alone. With always our love and blessings, says our Divine Mother. Sri Aurobindo's Savitri, Book 4, The Book of Birth and Quest, Canto 2, The Growth of the Flame, page 415, new stanza. But mid this world, these hearts that answered her call, none could stand up her equal and her maid. In vain she stooped to equal them with her heights, too pure that air was for small souls to breathe. These comrade selves to raise to her own wide breadths, her heart desired, and fill with her own power, that a diviner force might enter life, a breath of Godhead greaten human time, although she leaned down to their littleness, covering their lives with her strong, passionate hands, and knew by sympathy their needs and wants, and dived into the shallow wave depths of their lives, and met and shared their heartbeats of grief and joy, and bent to heal their sorrow and their pride, lavishing the might that was hers on her lone peak, to lift to it their aspirations cry. And though she drew their souls into her vast, and surrounded with the silence of her deeps, and held as the great mother holds her own, only her earthly surface bore their charge and mixed its fire with their mortality. Her greater self-lived soul unclaimed within, oftener in dumb nature's stir and peace, and nearness she could feel serenely one. The force in her drew earth's subhuman broods, and to her spirit's large and free delight she joined the ardent-hued, magnificent lives of animal and bird and flower and tree. They answered to her with the simple heart, in man a dim, disturbing somewhat lives. It knows, but turns away from divine light, preferring the dark ignorance of the fall. Among the many who came, drawn to her, nowhere she found her partner of high task, the comrade of her soul, her other self, who was made with her like God and nature one. Some near approached, were touched, caught fire, then failed. Too great was her demand, too pure her force. Thus, lightning earth around her like a sun, yet in her inmost sky an orb aloof, a distance severed her from those most close, puissant, apart her soul as the gods live.
Meera Namaiva 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 Mama Jivanam Meera Namaiva Namaiva Mama Jivanam Meera
Words of our Lord Sri Aurobindo and our Divine Mother. Book The Mother. Words of the Mother. Topic Sri Aurobindo. Page 3. Our Divine Mother writes about our Lord Sri Aurobindo from a meditation that's written on the day after the Divine Mother first saw Sri Aurobindo on 30th March 1914. Our Divine Mother says, it matters little that there are thousands of beings plunged in the densest ignorance. He whom we saw yesterday is on earth. His presence is enough to prove that a day will come when darkness shall be transformed into light, and thy reign shall be indeed established upon earth. O Lord, divine builder of this marvel, my heart overflows with joy and gratitude when I think of it, and my hope has no bounds. My adoration is beyond all words, my reverence is silent. Our Divine Mother says, what Sri Aurobindo represents in the world's history is not a teaching, not even a revelation. It is a decisive action direct from the Supreme. Our Divine Mother says, what Sri Aurobindo represents in the history of the earth's spiritual progress. What Sri Aurobindo represents in the history of the earth's spiritual progress is not a teaching, not even a revelation. It is a mighty action straight from the Supreme. He came to bid the earth to prepare for its luminous future. Sri Aurobindo has brought to the world the assurance of a divine future. Sri Aurobindo has come on earth not to bring a teaching or a creed in competition with the previous creeds or teachings, but to show the way to overpass the past and to open concretely the route towards an imminent and inevitable future. Our Divine Mother says, Sri Aurobindo does not belong to the past, nor to history. Sri Aurobindo is the future, advancing towards its realization. Thus, we must shelter the eternal youth required for a speedy advance in order not to become laggards on the way. Mahasamadhi, 7th December 1915. Our Divine Mother gave this prayer. Lord, this morning Thou hast given the assurance that thou wouldst stay with us until thy work is achieved, not only as a consciousness which guides and illumines, but also as a dynamic presence in action. In unmistakable terms, thou hast promised that all of thyself would remain here, not leave the earth atmosphere until earth is transformed. Grant that we may be worthy of this marvelous presence, and that henceforth everything in us be concentrated on the one will to be more and more perfectly consecrated to the fulfillment of thy sublime work. Our Divine Mother says, the lack of receptivity of the earth and men is mostly responsible for the decision Sri Aurobindo has taken regarding his body. But one thing is certain, what has happened on the physical plane affects in no way the truth of his teaching. All that he has said is perfectly true and remains so. Time and the course of events will prove it abundantly. Our Divine Mother gave us this prayer on 9th December 1915. To Thee, who has been the material envelope of our Master, to Thee our infinite gratitude. Before Thee, who has done so much for us, who has worked, struggled, suffered, hoped, endured so much, before Thee, who has willed all, attempted all, prepared, achieved all for us, before Thee we bow down and implore that we may never forget, even for a moment, all we owe to Thee. Our Divine Mother says, to grieve is an insult to Sri Aurobindo, who is here with us, conscious and alive. We must not be believed by appearances. Sri Aurobindo has not left us. Sri Aurobindo is here, as living and as present as ever. It is left to us to realize his work with all the sincerity, eagerness, concentration necessary. Our Divine Mother says, people do not know what a tremendous sacrifice Sri Aurobindo has made for the world. About a year ago, while I was discussing things, I remarked that I felt like leaving this body of mine. He spoke out in a very firm tone, no, this can never be. If necessary for this transformation, I might go. You will have to fulfill our yoga of supramental descent and transformation. Our Divine Mother stated on 1st Jan 1951, Lord, we are upon earth to accomplish Thy work of transformation. It is our sole will, our sole preoccupation. Grant that it may be also our sole occupation, and that all our actions may help us towards this single goal. Our Divine Mother says, we stand in the presence of Him who has sacrificed His physical life in order to help more fully His work of transformation. He is always with us, aware of what we are doing, of all our thoughts, of all our feelings, and all our action. Next subtopic, eternal presence. Question, sweet mother, you spoke of Sri Aurobindo's birth as eternal in the history of the universe. What exactly was meant by eternal? For this, our Divine Mother says, the sentence can be understood in 4 different ways on 4 ascending planes of consciousness. First, physically, the consequence of the birth will be of eternal importance to the world. Second, mentally, it is a birth that will be eternally remembered in the universal history. Third, psychically, a birth that recurs forever from age to age upon earth. Fourth, spiritually, the birth of the eternal upon earth. Since the beginning of earth history, Sri Aurobindo has always presided over the great earthly transformation under one form or another, under one name or another. Our Divine Mother says, Sri Aurobindo is constantly among us and reveals himself to those who are ready to see and hear him. Sri Aurobindo, immense and very concrete in the subtle physical, was sitting over the whole compound during the meditation. Our Divine Mother says, Sri Aurobindo is in the subtle physical. You can meet him when you sleep if you know how to go there. Sri Aurobindo is constantly in the subtle physical, very active there. I see him almost daily and I spend hours with him. The help of Sri Aurobindo is constant. It is for us to know how to receive it. Sri Aurobindo is always with us, enlightening, guiding, protecting. We must answer to his grace by a perfect faithfulness, says our Divine Mother. Open to Sri Aurobindo's consciousness and let it transform your life. Sri Aurobindo is always present. Be sincere and faithful. This is the first condition. The best homage we can pay to Sri Aurobindo is to prepare for the advent of the supramental rays. Sri Aurobindo came to tell the world of the beauty of the future that must be realized. He came to give not a hope but a certitude of the splendor towards which the world moves. The world is, our Divine Mother says, he came to give not a hope but a certitude of the splendor towards which the world moves. The world is not an unfortunate accident, it is a marvel which moves towards its expression. The world needs the certitude of the beauty of the future. Sri Aurobindo has given that assurance. Sri Aurobindo came to tell us how to find thee and how to serve thee. Grant that in this year of his centenary, we must truly understand what he taught us and in all sincerity put it into practice, says our Divine Mother. Sri Aurobindo gave his life so that we may be born into the divine consciousness. To understand his teaching better, try to put it into practice is certainly the best way of showing our gratitude to him for all the light, knowledge, and force which he has so generously brought it to the earth. May his teaching enlighten and guide us, and what we cannot do today, we shall do tomorrow. Let us take the right attitude in all sincerity. Without the divine, we are limited, incompetent, and helpless beings. Without the divine, we are limited, incompetent, and helpless beings. With the divine, if we give ourselves entirely to him, all is possible and our progress is limitless. A special help has come upon earth for Sri Aurobindo's centenary year, Let us take advantage of it to overcome the ego and emerge into the light. Sri Aurobindo does not belong to a country but to the whole earth. His teaching leads us towards a better future. Sri Aurobindo came upon earth to announce the manifestation of a supramental world, and not merely did he announce this manifestation, but embodied also in part the supramental force and showed by example what one must do to prepare oneself for manifesting it. The best thing we can do is to study all that he has told us and endeavor to follow his example and prepare ourselves for the new manifestation. This gives life its real sense and will help us to overcome all obstacles. Let us live for the new creation, and we shall grow stronger and stronger by remaining young and progressive. Sri Aurobindo is an emanation of the Supreme who came on earth to announce the manifestation of a new race, a new world, the supramental. Let us prepare for it in all sincerity and eagerness. Sri Aurobindo has given us the spiritual teaching Sri Aurobindo has given us the spiritual teaching which teaches us to come in direct contact with the divine and shows the way towards a glorious future. Sri Aurobindo's message is an immortal sunlight radiating over the future. Man is the creation of yesterday. Sri Aurobindo came to announce the creation of tomorrow, the coming of the supramental being. One more step towards eternity. Sri Aurobindo's work is a unique earth transformation. Sri Aurobindo incarnated in a human body the supramental consciousness and has not only revealed to us the nature of the path to follow and the method of following it so as to arrive at the goal, but has also, by his personal realization, given us the example. He has provided us with the proof that the thing can be done and the time is now to do it. Never for an instant vacillate in the belief that the mighty work of change taken up by Sri Aurobindo is going to culminate in success. For that indeed is a fact. There is not a shadow of doubt as to the issue of the work we have in hand. The transformation is going to be. Nothing will ever stop it. Nothing will frustrate the decree of the Omnipotent. Cast away all diffidence and weakness and resolve to endure bravely a while before the great day arrives when the long battle turns into an everlasting victory. Our Divine Mother says, we have faith in Sri Aurobindo. He represents for us something we formulate to ourselves with words which seem to us the most exact for expressing our experience. These words are evidently the best according to us for formulating our experience. But if in our enthusiasm we were convinced that they are the only appropriate words to express correctly what Sri Aurobindo is and the experience he has given us, we would become dogmatic and be on the point of founding a religion. He who has a spiritual experience and a faith formulates it in the most appropriate words for himself. But if he is convinced that this expression is the only correct and true one for this experience and faith, he becomes dogmatic and tends to create a religion. Each one has his own idea and finds out suitable sentences from Sri Aurobindo's writings to support his views. Those who oppose such views can also find suitable sentences from his writings. That is the way mutual opposition works. Nothing can be truly done until Sri Aurobindo's total view of things is taken. In the eternity of becoming avatar is only the announcer, the forerunner of a more perfect realization. And yet, men have always the tendency to defy the avatar of the past in opposition to the avatar of the future. Our Divine Mother says, now again, Sri Aurobindo has come, announcing to the world the realization of tomorrow. And again, his message meets with the same opposition as of all those who preceded him. But tomorrow will prove the truth of what he revealed, and his work will be done, says our Divine Mother.